All right, I got to do this like Chuck Barris. All right. We got an off-Broadway version. Is this all right?
It's perfect.
It's not. Of the Gong Show is coming to Connecticut. I got to squint the eyes too. Joining us, we wanted you to meet executive producer Leslie, the Golden Machine. No, that's not right either. Leslie Gold is the executive producer behind a version of the Gong Show that I didn't even know existed, but has been going on for a couple of years.
Right, for 6 years actually. We did a 3-year sold-out run in New York City, and then we went on the road. This weekend, it's at the Milford Performance Center. But the Gong Show off Broadway is a theatrical adaptation of the original show, unlike the original television show, which I know you're familiar with.
Yes.
Right. It is not an amateur talent contest.
Right, and we'll get to that in just a second.
Right.
But let's take it through the history of the Gong Show. Huge hit that Chuck Barris put together back in the 70s, and he put together this talent show because the assignment was to find acts that were really good to kind of redo a variety show for TV, but what happened?
Well, I think Chuck Barris was the first guy to realize that watching someone risk it all and flop can be just as exciting as watching someone risk it all and soar. And so he created that genre, which is years later, turned into a version of reality TV.
Sure.
He was vilified for it at the time.
First.
Yeah, although the show was a massive hit. He was called the Ayatollah of Trasharola. He was criticized in the New York Times. They told him he ruined television, and I happened to have the pleasure of knowing him for a long time. He believed it. Yeah.
And now, in terms of you're carrying on the torch, so when you hear the the Ayatollah of Trasharola, the show that was vilified, why keep this going?
Well, so ours is different, right? First of all, the Gong Show had a certain magic and cheerfulness to it that we have incorporated in our show. But we have a permanent cast of mind-blowing talent that we've curated.
Some of them now.
We have curated them from around the globe, truly. It is professionally produced. It's got high-end staging, high-end talent. We have an orchestra, a small orchestra that underpins the entire show. And I'm telling you, it's hilarious.
Now, we should point out, because of that, what you're seeing are the acts that you will see in the show Saturday night. They are not auditioning for acts.
No, this is part of our permanent cast.
If you can sing and chew gum and stand on your head at the same time, they don't want to see you Saturday. Buy a ticket and come and enjoy the show.
Let me tell you about the casting process,
Please
if
do.
I may. So we really scoured the earth.
Scoured.
We went through.
The dregs of
No. We went through, we reviewed, or we auditioned over 9,000 oddly, uniquely talented people to get it down to the right 18. And we have talent. We have performers from all over the world.
That means there's 8,982 acts that didn't make it.
You know what? It's harder to get in our show than it is to get to Harvard.
Probably.
Yeah.
You worked with Chuck Barris, and you have his blessing to do this show through Sony, who kept the rights of the Gong Show alive for a while. But they said, you know what you're doing, take this and run with it.
So I got the rights from Sony. Chuck Barris sold his company to Sony many years ago. Separately, I forged a relationship with Chuck.
What was that like?
Oh my God, Matt, I adored Chuck Barris. I thought he was a kooky genius of the highest order. And in the process of putting this production together, I really picked his brain, and he bestowed on me his wisdom of what he thought fascinated audiences. And I took every little bit of wisdom he gave me and put it in the show.
Wonderful. One man that I wish I could have picked his brain as well. You had the pleasure of doing that. The show is Saturday night at the
Milford Performance Center, the Gong Show off Broadway.
And the tickets are still available.
Yes, Eventbrite, gongshowlive.net, or the Milford Performance Center website.
We will link all of that to you via our website, fox61.com. And you are, we should point out, you are one of the judges, one of the 3 judges.
Not this show. Sometimes I function as a judge. I'm actually the executive producer.
Okay.
But our judges are comedians that people will know: Chuck Nice, Mike Fine, Brian McFadden, and the host is truly the star of the show, just like Chuck Barris. It's Ray Ellen, who you'd know from HBO.
And you do have a descendant of Gene the Dancing Machine?
We have a direct descendant, Teen Gene, the Dancing Machine, and also the unknown comic, if anyone remembers. Well, he's hit some hard times, so we have the unknown convict.
Oh, boy.
We acknowledge the passage of time.
I told Leslie before we came on, as a 5-year-old, I used to dance in front of the TV to Gene the Dancing Machine. So that was my TV game show start. So this sounds like it's right up my alley.
It's huge, huge fun and really professionally done.
Continued success
Thank
with it.
you.
Nice to see you.